Bamboo is abundant in India, both in terms of genetic diversity and the growing stock. As a bamboo resource, India ranks second in the world. Most of its bamboo resource, however, lies in the forests and nearly two-thirds in the northeastern states. People, especially the poor and tribal, also grow bamboo in small quantities, mainly in their homesteads, for their domestic and traditional uses. The bamboo industrial sector has now undergone a dramatic change with the introduction of new technologies and applications. These efforts, led by the National Mission on Bamboo Applications, have stimulated a massive change in the demand scenario of bamboo as the input raw material. This is what leads to the paradox: so much bamboo and so little in hand. It is evident that to build a modern, robust bamboo industry, the rising demand of a ready bamboo stock be met by private quality plantation, including industrial plantations, as well as adoption of contract farming practices. Uttar Pradesh, the most populous state, boasts of a vast and diverse range of crops grown with dynamic agricultural systems. But through several years, bamboo seems to have retired prematurely from the state's otherwise heterogeneous cropping patterns. The surprise swells when we realize that bamboo had been so intricately entwined in the culture of the state. Bamboo had been an inseparable companion to the people of Uttar Pradesh. Traditionally, bamboo was grown in the homesteads of Uttar Pradesh, and the small backyard gardens were called banswara. But over time, bamboo plantations slowly waned away. But the demand was still on. To meet this demand, bamboo was brought in from the northeastern states, leaving the local buyers with strained pockets. And there appeared no remedy in sight. Suddenly, a miracle happened. Bamboo plantation in Uttar Pradesh became a reality. To witness the magic in real time, one has to come to Merino Industries at Hapur, where the vast campus space is a host to bamboo plantations of varied species. 40 kilometers away from Hapur lies a quite spiritual town called Garhmukteshwar. The lazy city roads and the dusty, rustic landscapes lead us to the green farming lands, where in the middle of various crops we find acres of bamboo plantations. This affirmative presence of bamboo in the land of Uttar Pradesh leaves us beguiled and filled with optimism. Garhmukteshwar is now famous also for its new age bamboo plantation success story. Let's meet the man behind this success story. Simple man with a talismanic touch.
My name is Prakash Lohia. I did my chemical engineering from IIT, and then I have been entrusted to take care of the technical side of our family business, and I am stationed in Hapur. And basically my career had been total centered around process engineering, and out of hobby I got involved into agricultural activities. And of course we had that business of potato storage in the cold storage, which brought me in touch with the potato farmers. And we acquired a 200-acre farm at Garhmukteshwar, where we started doing basic agriculture like the food grains, right, sugar cane, all that. Then with the help of one of my friend, Dr. Tyagi, I got introduced to tissue culture. And I found it pretty fascinating, and we put up a small tissue culture lab here in the premises and started hobnobbing with tissue culture technology. Started with some floriculture, but I didn't like it. Then in some big way I started doing on sugarcane. That was our first industrial level working. but economically it did not work out very well. The tissue culture facility was there, and we just accidentally, by accident, I got hold of a bamboo plant, right, of a variety known as D. asper or Dendrocalamus asper, which is very popular in Thailand. So we just, again out of curiosity, we multiplied, and we could establish a protocol for multiplication in our tissue culture lab of this D. asper species. We went by the same simple principle that where sugarcane grows, bamboo also can grow, because you know there is no bamboo around in this area. So in our old tissue, in our Garmukteshwar farm, right, on trial basis we planted these bamboo plants.
Perseverance paid, and within 6 years, the bamboo plants reached their commercial length and strength.
There were two unknown factors. One was how bamboo is going to behave here. Second, how a bamboo multiplied in tissue culture lab is going to behave. So it was a double surprise when the results came up good.
Dr. Lohia opines that with a positive attitude, ability to access information, and readiness to conduct experiments, one can achieve success even in most difficult situations. With organic fertilizers as one of his several hobbies, he noticed that Dendrocalamus asper sheds leaves twice a year, which is double the organic waste than any other plant. The idea of vermicompost was born.
Once the canopies were totally developed, one day I was standing here and I found that the climate is, the microclimate here is perfect for the vermicomposting, because it is dark, it is humid, and there are a lot of leaves around which can form the agro waste. And I had been already working on the organic fertilizers and the vermicompost. So we made a trial bed to see how it comes out. It gave us few startling surprises. After some time we found that the bed is totally covered with very thin root system of the bamboo, because bamboo loves the dung and the fertilizer in it. And then after some time we found that the worms are no more there, and then we discovered that they have actually entered into the soil. So the solution we came up with was spreading a black plastic sheet at the below and making the bed a bit above the ground, and this solved the problem. And now we are getting nearly 5 cycles per year out of these beds of the vermicompost. There are three varieties of worms. One are Indian, and second is African origin, third is European origin. And we found that African origin are the fastest converters, right? So we have opted for them, and we are getting very good result.
The questions of economic viability were being answered now. The bamboo and the vermicompost sell in the market at a good price and yield more than 1 lakh per acre.
Let me share with you my experience for over last say 6 years, around 6 years. Bamboo every year is giving us around 20,000 rupees per acre, and if you see the production of vermicompost, it is more than 100 metric tons per acre. And if I take truckload of wholesale price, it is 2,50,000 rupees per acre of revenue, less around 1 lakh rupees per acre comes my cost. So there is a net income of 1,50,000 rupees. 1,50,000 and 20 makes it 1,70,000 rupees. That means a farmer can earn per acre more than 14,000 to 50,000 rupees per month, which I think is a good income.
Certain technologies have been around us since ages, but sometimes we fail to utilize them to our benefit. Gasifier is one such technology, and Dr. Lohia finds another way of utilizing bamboo resource.
From my engineering time, I was interested in other sources of energy, non-conventional or renewable sources of energy. My final year project was also on solar energy. I had been working on gasifiers, right? Gasifier technology is not a very new technology. It's basically producer gas. You make the combustion under restricted use of oxygen, availability of oxygen, you have carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, we all know, burns into carbon dioxide, thereby giving energy. It's a producer gas. Lean gas, it's not a very rich gas, but good gas. During Second World War, when there was scarcity of fuel, right, in Germany and other places, they were using coal gas and producer gas. I was interested, so I had been working on gasifiers, and we made our own gasifiers also.
Dr. Lohia advocates a total integrated concept where bamboo is planted in Uttar Pradesh and industry developed where a large number of products are manufactured and sold to various markets.
Total integrated concept is crystallizing in my mind, where one can, starting from growing bamboo, right, one can add value and make last a consumer product and sell it. It's highly economically viable.
There is abundant bamboo-friendly wasteland in Uttar Pradesh, which can be utilized for bamboo plantation as bamboo grows well even in degraded land. He advocates that state government should introduce schemes that provide incentives for bamboo plantation to farmers who are otherwise reluctant to grow bamboo.
We can make a very good success with bamboo as the material, but this will require at least some help from the state and central government sectors, in the sense land for cultivation. For example, where we'll be growing bamboo. In UP, generally the culture of growing bamboo by private farmers is not there. This will require some sort of incentives or some sort of policy help from the government side. If we can put in some area under bamboo cultivation, we can, because the agroclimate is very good, and we have the entire value chain now in front of us, including technology, everything. In UP, right, even those areas where water scarcity is there, we may have to, for example, we may have to use some technologies, say like drip irrigation. Okay. But again, that will require initial investment. But leaving aside wasteland in the dry area, there are a lot of wasteland in the areas where there is water. So it requires some promotion and some critical mass availability of bamboo, and we can do a revolution of based on bamboo in UP.
After the huge success with Dendrocalamus asper plantation, Dr. Lohia is experimenting with other species of bamboo.
After successful plantation of D. asper at Gadmukteshwar, we thought of trying with other species also, and we sourced this Hamiltoni from Palanpur, and in 2003 we planted it, and this has come up very vigorously, giving us another success story.
Dr. Lohia is in the core think tank of the National Mission on Bamboo Applications, starting with an interaction at an international trade fair to being a member of the Mission Advisory Committee. Dr. Lohia's association with NMBA has grown stronger.
There was an international bamboo workshop in Delhi, and somehow National Mission for Bamboo Application came to know about this bamboo, which can be called an agroforestry model of bamboo.
This association will conceive many more ideas and write many more success stories in the time ahead.
Being a part of NMBA, right, we have been thinking different ways of using bamboo and giving it or adding more values to it.
Visible from a distance across the paddy farms, the lush bamboo fields stand as a beacon to the farmers all over India, signaling that bamboo cultivation is now a proven commercial proposition and brings home fruits of happiness and profitability.
I, Prakash Lohia, I am a chemical engineer by profession, and in spite of being a novice in this line, out of my hobby and interest, if I could create this type of bamboo grove, I think the farmers can grow it much better with the help of NMBA.